In Banned Diss Track news.
Banned Diss Track.
Submitted by Journey to the West.
West Side.
Is that the Monkey King?
Is it? Indian courts have banned PewDiePie's music videos that targeted the popular T-Series channel.
Wait, he has T-Series parody music videos or something?
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Or diss tracks, right?
Yeah, so PewDiePie has like a long-running beef with T-Series. Basically, they're a music record and like film production label that's based in India. The channel is fucking huge. Sorry, I have so many like statistic and numbers and I'm like chiming in and I'm like, guys, for reference this. So the channels just started creeping up randomly, and then when it was just a few million subscribers away from beating PewDiePie, this gets on his radar because T-Series is about to overthrow him as the most subscribed channel. And like, not to say that that's PewDiePie's claim to fame, but that's definitely something you kind of want to hold on to. He puts out videos regularly, so we kind of turned it into like a little meme, to rally up his fan base.
Is T-Series like a one-person channel, or is
No,
it?
it's
like a record.
It's an Indian media
It's like
company.
Vivo.
Oh, okay, so it's big.
It's like Vivo of India.
I see, okay.
So for reference on how T-Series climbed up so quickly, so the United States has 325.7 million people. India has 1.33 billion people. It has 4 times the population as us. So the minute you start putting out content like that is like the Vivo that overreaches everything, it's just gonna generate subscribers, views like crazy. When I went to their channel last night, there was a video that had just been posted in the past week and it had 16 million views.
Whoa.
Like they're on some BTS shit, okay?
Wow.
So
Just by population.
yeah.
Because even if everyone in Europe and the US subscribe to PewDiePie, we just don't compete with India.
It's the population is insane. So he regularly started doing videos like kind of creating a meme and like pitting his fan base against T-Series. And it totally makes sense because if you get overthrown as, the biggest YouTuber, at least you went out on it being a joke. And like you tried, like there's YouTube channels that it's like T-Series versus PewDiePie. You get to see the live subscriber counts. They're literally just a couple hundred away from each other constantly.
Oh.
Like, yeah, people are subscribing to him. His fans are making accounts and like subscribing multiple times.
Wow, that's
But-
amazing.
Yeah, so he's been keeping it up. They're both neck and neck to hit 100 million.
PewDiePie's still on the top then.
They're kind of neck and neck. It
Like
literally
this.
Okay.
fluctuates like every hour.
Are you Team PewDiePie or Team T-Series?
Oh, dude, I'm Team Pewds, man.
Okay.
For sure. He paved the gamer way. I wouldn't probably wouldn't have met y'all if it wasn't for PewDiePie.
It's double checking.
Double checking.
Because you could look Indian.
What?
You could pass for Indian.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Ooh.
PewDiePie put my response in that video. I did a Fine Brothers react.
Are you name dropping right now, Joe?
T-Series?
I want to hear this though.
Because I knew about the whole thing, right? And then so I went to the react thing, and then I was talking about T-Series.
Fine Brothers React?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
with T-Series and PewDiePie and
What'd
stuff.
you say?
I was just talking about like being OG YouTube and stuff, and like back then I think it was always like vloggers and whatever that was #1, like from Ryan Higa to Jenna Marbles and whatever.
Oh, Ray William Johnson.
Yeah, and then now it seems like media companies are just gonna take over because the sheer numbers of things, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he was commentating on what I said and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you got the drop. Nice.
I didn't even know.
Oh, fans just told you, like on Twitter or
Yeah.
something? So yeah, he has been putting out some diss tracks. Here's an example of one.
For serious Indian mafia, please don't kill me, that's a joke. India, I'm sorry about the memes, you're the best.
I can't even jam to this.
Bros.
Pretty catchy. The second one is catchy.
The world for you, I'm a heavy hitter. About to cause a genocide, so you can call me.
I love it.
Bitch, lasagna.
This is the second song. I like how we just.
Still lasagna?
Yeah.
Why is that so catchy?
From a meme.
Bitch, lasagna.
It's from a meme from like an Indian guy like hitting up a girl and she
Yeah.
never responds. So she ends up responding, bitch lasagna.
Well, so he basically the meme is from this guy and he was from India and you could tell because it was Facebook Messenger and it said like something India and he had messaged her and he was like, please show vagine, please Bob's and vagine. Please. And then when she doesn't respond, he just responds and says, bitch lasagna. Like, that's it. So it's kind of a meme poking fun at India just because you could see clearly that his location was India. So it's like all a joke, but there are certain lyrics that, some people were kind of like, hey, like what like, whoa, what's up with this? One of them was, he talks about a show, it's a children's series called Motlu Patlu. He says, Motlu Patlu, what the fuck is that even supposed to mean? Your language sounds like it came from a mumble rap community. So he drops like some like light disses, but you know.
Like for the whole country.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people there.
So T-Series, they're a huge media company. They definitely have a legal team. And so they were like, you know what? So they went to the High Court of Delhi. Is it Delhi?
Delhi.
Delhi. They went to the High Court of Delhi and they said that Felix, PewDiePie, is trying to defame T-Series. So they got a court justice to determine that the tracks are abusive, vulgar, and also racist in nature. So the videos are still up, but PewDiePie's only his diss tracks are banned in India.
I wonder if they're gonna extradite him to be processed in the court of Delhi.
Really?
That'd be crazy if they do.
It was funny because they did the cease and desist for Bitch Lasagna, and then he came out with congratulations, and then congratulations, he's like writing out, he's like, you need to learn what defamation means, and he's like, suck my dick, suck my balls. My balls, still not defamation. That shit was so funny.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, he's like, this still doesn't mean that it's defamation though. But like, he even said it in that same song. I was like, damn, he went in. It was pretty funny.
You know that you can call people like motherfucker, all this stuff, but you can't say that they are a scam or something, like they are a con artist or things like that, because that's actually defamation.
Like a lie, right?
Yeah, but saying that you fuck people's moms is also like, that's kind of like, I don't know. You could also, if you call somebody a motherfucker, I would immediately think like they're fucking my mom, their mom.
But no one takes it in the literal sense.
Yeah, it's just a
right?
term.
So if you accuse someone as actually fucking their mom, that's very different from using a common, phrase like.
Unless you're a lonely island, dude. What if you call somebody a scammer? Like, say you publicly call somebody a scammer, and they try to sue you for defamation, but then like you can prove that they're really a scammer.
If you can prove it, then it's not defamation.
Right, but you have to prove it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
the point of defamation. So it's like, let's say you make this false accusation about someone, and then you ruin their potential for getting a job in the future, or their business or anything like that. You spread a false rumor, and then I think that's the main basis of
What's the other
defamation.
one that people get it confused with? It's defamation?
Slander?
What's that one about?
I don't know, you just talk shit, I think.
I don't know what slander is.
I don't know what the difference is either. Who knows?
Delhi knows.
But it's also,
They do.
They
defamation.
don't.
They don't know.
Doesn't apply as much to public figures.
Oh, because
We're under scrutiny from the public eye.
constantly, yeah.
And it's very interesting what a public figure is nowadays too.
Oh, yeah, because, if I file a report and say that somebody's slandering me, they're like, well, you're on the internet, what can you do? But then if I call the police because somebody outside my damn house, they're like, well, you're not in there's like some Los Angeles protection like thing that like people that are really famous can get into, but like they're very selective over like who they actually help. And if I'm like, bro, somebody's literally outside of my fucking house, like they won't do anything because they're like, you're not famous enough.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, it's like you're famous enough to get slandered, but you're not famous enough for the police to...
Protection.
Yeah. Like,
That's why you gotta get one of these.
finger guns?
Yep.
Finger gun.
Finger guns.
I've learned that the best... I was reading something the other day, and it was like the best way to defend yourself if somebody like comes at you and you feel threatened is just to like get scarier than them. Like, just to, like, if they come at you with a knife, like, say you're, like, in the middle of, like, a traffic stop or something, and they get out the car, and they're like, yeah, what the fuck, man, I'm gonna beat your fucking ass. And you're like, yeah, bitch, I'll suck your fucking eyeballs out of your skull. Like, that kind of shit. People are like, wait, hold on. Wait.
He's like, this was actually crazy.
Yeah.
This sounds like some advice you would give, though.
No, did you learn this in PE or something?
No, I learned it from a meme. Yeah, literally. Like,
I wouldn't trust self-defense from
I
them.
feel like it would work.
If
Like,
someone's coming at me with a knife, I'm running.
yeah, but I'm just saying, like, if you, okay, then let's say you were coming at somebody with a knife, and then they started walking towards you.
I would stab them.
Okay.
No, because remember when we've talked about, like, how to prevent, unwanted sexual things?
Yeah.
And then you were like, well,
There's sexual and violence. There's a little bit different. So a lot of sexual people, they're actually pussies because they're just like little dick flashers. Like, hey, what are you doing up there? Those guys are actually like pussies.
That's really creepy.
Yeah, those guys are like pussies, right? So those guys are different. Those ones you want to like, you want to assert your dominance on top of them and they'll get scared and they'll run away.
Okay.
But if you're a violent motherfucker like that has a knife and wants to like rob you or something, I would probably run like 99% of the situation, and then if I feel like I have nowhere else to go, then I would try to eat them after.
You gotta bite them, kick them.
I would give them 1,000,000% rage.
I'm not gonna box. I'm gonna punch them in the throat, gouge their eyes, grab their dick, whatever.
I could see that. Like the dominance thing, I think that's because I was actually talking to like some friends. I was talking to some friends like a while ago, and like I haven't been in too many situations where I was facing like some kind of like sexual harassment that I had to defend myself against. And then like the other girls were like, oh, not so much me either. But I think it's because we're more dominant people, and the abusers don't think that like they can take advantage of you.
They're pussies,
like, yeah, and so they go after people that are a lot more demure, that they think won't like rat them out. So like if they come at you, you just gotta be like, yeah. Oh fucking yeah, we're gonna fucking do this, and then they're like,
They'll
oh
be like,
shit.
never mind.
They're like, yeah, it's like she's gonna fucking tell.
She wants it. I don't want to give it to her anymore.
She wants it.
Yeah, that's like those crazy like rape murderers. They sometimes target like weak little old ladies. And it's like they don't even make me horny, right? Like who looks like an old lady and go, oh, that she fucking makes me horny. But it's because of they're weaker.
It's like the idea, huh?
The way the walker shakes and he gets them all horny.
Trembling and shit.
Oh my
Because
god.
like there was a psychologist that studied the mind of a rapist, and what they're looking for is to overpower women. But if she's looks like she's gonna be a difficult fight,
Like I'm gonna beat his ass.
yeah, they would study like women that would come out of the grocery store and then like go into their cars, right? And then they'll ask like, well, they filmed it, and then they would ask the inmates like, well, what do you think about her? Like, girl was hot as hell, mini skirt, all that, looking sexy, and they're like, nope, not a victim.
Yeah.
And then this girl who was like unaware of her surroundings, just kind of like in her own head and just like doesn't understand what's going on, looking normal, like normal as in like conservative and all that.
Yeah.
She was a victim.
Girl. Rise up. Rise up.
You gotta be, after you go to the grocery store,
Show up with the ass.
you know?